every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be perhaps his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
And they're hanging their stockings. Tomorrow's Christmas. It's practically here. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
All the Who girls are rush to their toys. And then noise. Then the Who's young and old would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast. They'd feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was one thing the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something that he liked least of all. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing. And the more the Grinch saw this Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. For 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas coming.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do. With this jacket and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. Now all I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there were none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. The Grinch simply said,
If I can't find one, I'll have to make one.
So he called his dog Max.
Max, come.
And he took some red thread and tied a big horn to the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said,
Giddy up.
And the sleigh started down for the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch.
First, the stockings will go.
Then he slithered and slunk, with a smile most unpleasant, around the whole room, and he took every present. He stuffed them in bags, and the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney.
Now with the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree, and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound, like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast, and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou, who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who got out of bed for a cold cup of water. She stared at the Grinch and said,
Santa, why can't you my Christmas tree right?
Why, my sweet little tot, there's a light out on this tree that won't light on. So I'm going to take this back to my workshop, and then I'll bring it back.
And his fib fooled the child, and he patted her head. He gave her a drink, and then sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. It was 15:15 dawn, all the Who's still in bed, all the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled and packed it up with their presents.
Hoo-hoo to the Who's. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. They'll mouths laying open for minutes or two, and then the Who's down in Whoville will cry boo-hoo. That noise, what's that noise?
So he paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, and it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, the sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise.
Every Who down Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing, without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or another, it just came, just the same.
It is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yay! Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open.
And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours until his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the foods and the feast. He himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast.
Jingle bells,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yay! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yay!
Very good. Very good.
That was
That was
actually.
very good.
We didn't have. That was horrible.
It was
No, that was
so bad.
No, that was
We
my
messed
best.
up so many things. Were terrible. That
No,
was.
Oh, they were
No,
fine.
actually, I honestly think that was
That was the best one yet, I
one of your
think.
best ones.
No, that was bad.
No, it wasn't at all.
Then if you think that's bad, I have really high expectations
Guess
for
what?
next year.
Grandpa will help it out anyway. He always did.
Look at my puppy.
Honestly, the whispering in the back room was hilarious.
I thought it was
What?
funny.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, great.
Peppy, Peppy.
I thought it was very cute.
Good job.
It was a very good play. I like the roast beef.
You did
That
it.
was very good.
I like the costume.
Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. Could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. And they're hanging their stockings. Tomorrow's Christmas. It's practically here. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
That look. No, that's not hiding it. That looks stupid. Oh my. Okay, fine, go.
Max, come.
And then he took some red thread and he tied a big horn to the top of his head.
Why are you turning the lights?
Because the lights go off and then the sled comes out. There's a pause.
No, you're facing it the wrong way.
No.
Yeah, we need to go towards the house, which is that way.
Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sled.
No lights. Why are the lights going on? Because now she comes out. Yeah, the tree. Get the tree up. And you say, and now. Oh my gosh, you guys. And now I'll stuff the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove. When he heard a soft sound, like the coo of a dove, he turned around fast and he saw a small who. Little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2.
No, you have to wait for Wendy to stop talking. Redo it. You have to wait for
Emmy, aren't
Wendy.
you supposed to tell her when to go?
I did. I told her to start walking.
No, just tell her to go out when she's gonna say something.
No, but then she said.
No.
Then I saw a small who.
No, but then
Yeah.
she has to wait for you to stop talking. That's the only thing she did wrong.
Okay, let's do that again. Do that again. Millie, come back and lay down. Go. Start saying your right when Wendy stops talking. Okay? Okay.
Yeah.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove. When he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove, he turned around fast and he saw a small who. Little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny who daughter, who got out of bed for a cold cup of water. She stared at the Grinch and said,
Sister, why are you taking my Christmas tree? Why?
Why, my sweet little tot? There's a light out on this tree. So I'm taking it back to my workshop and then I'll bring it back here.
And his bed fooled the child. When he patted her head, he got her a drink and he sent her to bed.
Should I put the Christmas tree down and go pat her on the head?
No, she needs to go closer to you.
Yeah.
Millie, when you walk, go up to right here. Okay?
He patted her head and he got her a drink and he sent her to bed.
Go back to bed.
And when Cindy
No,
Lou
you take the cup with you.
Take it out. Take it out. Okay. Take the cup.
and when Cindy Lou went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Mouse.
His heart was 2 sizes too small.
Millie, stay there.
And they're
Whatever
hanging.
the reason, his heart or
Hey,
his
what are you
shoes.
doing?
What? Me?
No. The girls got up
That's because
before you were done.
Go. Now it's your turn.
No, we have to read it.
Restart.
I swear we used to get up then.
Yeah.
We used to get up at 2 sizes too
Go.
small.
Every Who down in Whoville loved Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. Could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
And they're hanging their stockings.
See?
Tomorrow's Christmas.
We
What?
got up at the right time. It was Wendy started talking the wrong part.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did before.
Okay, yeah, I did before.
Okay, let's.
So we didn't get up too early.
Okay, we should have just kept going though. This time's our fault.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start over.
All the way.
Maybe we should take a
You
break
okay?
because Wendy's so tired. Maybe we need to take a break because Wendy's so tired.